we will set a new world record by discovering 500 new rock stars in only 5 minutes. Now, when you present something like this to Guinness, they ask you for a detailed breakdown of how you plan to use the time. So I gave them this. I said, first of all, I'm going to get 500 people in a room. Then I'm going to spend the first minute teaching them the basics of the piano. And then we're going to spend minutes 2, 3, and 4 introducing them to some friends of mine. And in minute 5, we'll really discover all the rock stars. So Guinness said fine, which means we need to get cracking on the basics of the piano. A piano has lots of keys, both white and black. What you need to know is that the keys are arranged into a repeating pattern. To find the pattern, you look for 2 black keys, followed by 3 black keys. You take all the white keys that they touch, and there you have a set of 12 white and black keys, which make up a repeating pattern, which repeats all the way up the keyboard. The white keys in that set have letter names that go from A to G. Once you get to G, you start again from A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and so on. This is the alphabet that you learned in kindergarten. Now it's time to meet the first of my friends. She's very important to me, and she's about to become very important to you. Her name is C. C is the most important of the white keys. The first thing you need to know about C is how to find her. To find her, you look for 2 black keys, you go to the left, and there's C. We know the keyboard is a repeating pattern of 12 keys, so it doesn't matter which 2 black keys you find. If you go to the left of 2 black keys, you will always find C. Now, the other thing you need to know about C is that she has lots of white friends. I have talked to her about this, but she just doesn't mix very well. What that means is that you can play any combination of white keys, either all at once or in sequence, and they will always sound good together. Thank you, Mr. Music. Okay, when we play more than one key at once, that's called a chord. And that's where Lou comes in. You see, Lou is very good at playing chords because he only has 3 fingers. We're going to take a leaf out of Lou's book, and we're going to use 3 fingers as well. We're going to use our thumb, our middle finger, and our little finger to play with those 3 fingers. We place our thumb on the key of C. Remember how to find C. You look for 2 black keys, you go to the left, there is C. We play with our thumb, our middle finger, and our little finger. And then we have the chord of C. Now, the great thing about these 3 fingers is we can move them up and down the white keys and play with our thumb, our middle finger, and our little finger anywhere on the white keys, and we'll always get a chord that sounds good. Well, at least almost always. But we need to know the chords that make up rock music, and that's where Kermit comes in. You see, Kermit serendipitously discovered the chords of rock music when he decided to play hopscotch. Let me tell you about Kermit's big hopscotch adventure. Kermit wanted to play hopscotch, so he drew the numbers 1 to 8 on the ground. He started at number 1. He threw his little stick and it landed on number 4. So Kermit had to jump from number 1 all the way up to number 4. That was a pretty big jump for a little frog. So then he just sort of stumbled onto number 5, and he ended up falling asleep on number 6. Kermit's numbers were 1, 4, 5, and 6. If we take those numbers and we put them on the keyboard so that C is number 1, then F becomes number 4, G becomes number 5, and A becomes number 6. Now we can play chords on each of those numbered keys using Lou's 3 fingers. Our thumb, our middle finger, and our little finger. We place our thumb on each of those numbered keys, and then we play with our thumb, our middle finger, and our little finger. And there we have the chords of rock music. So, now it's time for revision. I told you about C's white friends, which means we can play any combination of white notes, either all at once or in sequence, and they will always sound good together. I told you about Lou's 3 fingers, which we can use to play Kermit's 4 chords, 1, 4, 5, and 6. And if we do that in the order shown on this slide, then we have the makings of rock stars as diverse as U2, Crowded House, Billy Joel, even the Black Eyed Peas. You see, the patterns of rock music are pretty universal, and now that you know them, you are 500 universal rock stars. Congratulations, we have set a record. You were amazing, and we did amazing things. If I could, then I would. I'd go wherever you will go, forever young. I wanna be forever young. Whenever I fall at your feet, I can't live with or without you. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I feel as if I'm fading. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. We didn't start the fire, or we didn't light it, but we tried to fight it. Just gonna stand there and watch me burn. But that's alright, because I like the way it hurts. And it's my life, and it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I just wanna live while I'm alive. Doesn't that sound familiar? Doesn't that hit you close to home? Doesn't that seem peculiar, the way things could have gone? And doesn't that make you shiver when everyone wants a little more, and nothing I do remember will ever go this far? That's all it takes to be a star. Thank you.